What's up, people? How you doing? Welcome back to the show. I almost fucked that one up, eh? I had the banner up there, and right as it was ending, I was like, "Ah, shit! I got to take off the banner." So I had to go back and take it out, but I got it. Smooth transition. That's how we do, guys. What is up?
Yes, people. What's going on?
Glad you guys could make it. When that intro plays and that beat starts going, I'm always bopping my head, man. I'm sorry. I love that fucking beat. I think it's fire, man.
It's a boom beat. It brings life to whatever it doesn't have it, right?
Absolutely. Mad's Mama Bear is in the house. David is in the house. Jason Lee Tucker is in the house. Thank you guys for joining us. Anybody else that's in there just watching and didn't comment, again, thank you guys for joining us. Mads1306 is in the house. Appreciate it. One of these kids is doing his own things. One of these kids is not the same.
I'm putting you to the test on.
Now it's time to play our game.
One of these things have nothing in common. Hey, I have a lot. You know what I mean? I'm also the one American on the show. We like to do things.
That is true. Well,
thank you for being here, Michael.
I'm the only Native American. No, wait, that might not be true.
Native American?
Yeah.
I'm Native European. That's true. I am.
I'm Cherokee, Roberto.
Okay, so yeah, you're probably the only one.
That's why my name is so fucked up, because I'm actually Native European.
There might be some in the bloodline, because I'm a true mutt, but I don't know.
Yeah.
What's up, David?
What's up, everyone?
David? Drop Shop is in the house. Glad you guys could make it. Like we do, we're going to go through the panel so these guys could talk about their channels. We're going to start off with my homeboy over here, Movie Aficionado. Josh, tell the people about your channel, sir.
Movie Aficionados, Facebook and YouTube. We have new videos coming, so that's it. Check them out.
All righty. Gaishka, what's up?
Yeah, man. So you can catch me on the Basco Scenario for cool gaming clips, some nice random reviews and streams. And also you can catch me right here on the O.O.C with my Uptown Boys, where, a lot of
full screen me, man.
Well, no pressure.
It's for the intros, Roberto.
Oh,
why? Because LDG said so? What the hell?
Yeah, he's gonna make it fire. Don't worry. I know he's
vote for Pedro. No, seriously, you can find me on my channel. You can find me on Twitter as well at Basco Scenario. You can find me on Instagram at the Basco Scenario as well. Apparently, my wife set it all up. I had nothing to do with it. That's what it is to work as a team. So yeah, man. You can also find me on all Chaos Central related stuff. Mondays, Tuesdays, all at 9. Tune in. They're all great shows. And Anzo, man, again, love it. This is the shit. Let's do it.
Not a problem. Next up is my homeboy, Mr. Roberto Trendy Mendy. Talk to the people, sir. Look at you.
I feel like I'm looking into the future when I have these things on. So when it zooms in like that. So what's good, people? You can find me here with these fine gentlemen every Wednesday night, 10 o'clock. Then we got the late night, what is that again? Game Changers. You can find us after this show talking about love and sharing our different views on different opinions on love. And I wish I could say you could see me Saturday, but I don't even see me on Saturday. So, Cricket Crew, you know what to do.
That is correct. And LDG, I'm gonna take a break and go change my shit because I can't have you using the same clothes on the two different intros, right? I can't have that. So I'm gonna go put on something different than a full screen myself. I would full screen Josh, but Josh ain't got his background up.
No, so I'm put my USA though, man. I'm gonna put that on. Represent. Yeah,
that's what I'm representing right here, man.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead, put it on, man. I would prefer you have the intro, your background up, but
take a break time, man. Oh yeah, no. I was like trying to get here.
You feel the power when you put it on, buddy. When you strap that shit on, you feel the power.
All right, man. Just gonna wait.
Yeah,
We
you can
have to cue
stand
some
up. You know.
stripper music now. That would be great.
Man. Hold up. Where's that? Which one's the front?
Really?
You look like that guy at the baseball game trying to put on that raincoat.
While he's doing that, ladies and gentlemen, how are you all doing on the panel?
There
we go. Yeah.
There we go. Here we go.
There we go.
Man. Pull it back for him, Josh. Pull it back for him.
Pull it back from. Let me pop it up. Pop the collar up. You know, all that. Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies. You know what I'm saying? Amber waves of grain. USA, love you.
Absolutely.
Love you, USA. You got Quentin Tarantino over here. Hey, see, Anzo, like I was saying before, shots matter, man. They matter. They convey things to the audience.
Depends. The only reason why the shots matter is because LDG want to put it in the intro. But other than that, you know what I mean?
My sound, man.
So you guys know how we do it. We can hear you.
Good.
Hold on. Caleb said, Caleb, Jesus. Said, Anzu, your MSK streamed for a long ass time. Do you sleep, bro? Yeah, I do sleep. I do, man. Glad you could make it. But yeah, you know, MSK stream was fire last night, you know, and he usually does some good streams. So I always like to pop in there and show some support. So much respect to MSK for that. You guys know how we do it. It's off our chest, where we get topics off our chest. I think we're going to start off with Geishka tonight because Geishka said he has some fire. So Geishka.
I got a few, man.
Okay.
All right, brother.
All right, so I know times are changing. And the more things are changing, people are telling me, you know, I have to accept that things are changing. Fuck that. I got my limit. I have my personal morals, my personal beliefs. I don't disrespect anybody else that has the beliefs and they want to be, but stop shoving this shit down my fucking throat and celebrities going on media promoting and influencing this shit. And I'm talking about Demi Lovato. You heard what she said, right? She now came out as binary. She's no longer going to use she or he. They're going to use them and whatever they're going to use. I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend anybody, but that's fucked up. If you were born with a dick, you're a man. If you were born with a vagina, you're a woman. That's how it is. That's simple biology. So if you don't want to be associated with that, fine, do it. But I don't want to fucking see it. I don't want to fucking hear about it. And I know I'm going to probably piss some people off. I don't give a shit. Because life is becoming, the world is becoming that everything has to be accepted and everything's freaking great. It's like getting fucking statues for just like trophies for just freaking putting on your shoes, going onto the field. That's what we're becoming. We're becoming that, oh, everything has to be awarded without earning it. I'm sorry. You want to earn shit, you have to put in the work. None of this gratitude. We're raising a freaking society of fucking pussies that you can't say shit to because they get so fucking hurt feelings and stuff. You know what? People have to start manning up because you know what? This society we're creating, where it's self-imploding because of what we're doing. We really have to go back to the basics. And that's my opinion. So nobody else on this panel, but my opinion. So you have shit to say, you know where to find me. Yeah. Now, on another note, go ahead.
No, hold on. We can discuss.
You can find them right here on the O.O.C.
Facts, where we get shit off our chest. And whether you guys like it or not, it's too bad. This is how it is. We keep it real. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody canceling us. Fuck that shit. I don't give a fuck what anybody wants to say. But Keshka, you're absolutely right. I am so sick of this creating this new fucking gender shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit, bro? You have a dick, you're a man. You have a pussy, you're a woman. Yes, you can alter your shit and you can do what you got to do if you want to do a sex change and all that stuff. I have no problems with all of that. But when you start to get into this shit where you have, I'm not a gender and don't use he or she when you talk to me, can talk to me. I'm like, fuck all that bullshit. You know what I mean? If you're a male and you go through the transition and you become a female, then you should want to be called she. It's just plain and simple. You know what I mean? Like, it's just ridiculous, man. So much.
You have to find a little circle, a little society that will accept it and gradually come in and see if we do. You can't just drop that bomb on us and expect us to accept it, because it doesn't make fucking sense.
And that's the thing, though, Roberto. It's like the group expects everybody to fucking expect it. You know what I mean? It's to the point where if you use pronouns or you don't use pronouns, whatever it is on fucking Twitter, you don't support them. And I'm like, this is bullshit, bro. Like, just because I don't use a certain word doesn't mean I don't support you. I'm the type of person anybody wants to do with their life, they can do with their life.
Yeah, just like Go ahead. Sorry, Anzo.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. It's okay. I was going to say, so if you feel like you're a man and you want to be a woman and you want to do that, you have every right to. If you feel like you're a woman and you want to change to a man, you have every fucking right to. You know what I mean? No one should fucking question your thing. No one should curse you, or no one should hate on you because you're living your life. But at the end of the day, don't you start there and telling us, well, there's more than two genders and I'm non-binary and I got this and I got that. I'm like, no, fuck all that bullshit.
In their eyes, in her, I guess Demi Lovato's eyes, there's less than two genders. There's zero. But that being said, my cynical brain's gonna come in. Here comes Josh. Oh no, what's he gonna say? To me, this just looks like a publicity stunt. That's what I see.
No, it's a lifestyle. It's not a publicity stunt. It's turning into a lifestyle.
I don't believe that she's non-binary. I believe that she's like, ooh, what's trending in Hollywood? Nobody, no, yeah, specifically Demi Lovato, where it's like. You know what I mean? Or it's like, nobody's paying attention to me. Nobody's hashtagging me anymore. I know.
But you should watch the video. You should watch her video though, because for me, it's like
I didn't see it.
It's like scripted. I don't see any type of. I don't know. For me, just
genuine. You mean?
Yeah, I don't. I don't know, man.
Oh, so you believe you're more with my side that it's like she's making it up?
Yeah. You know what? I think she was in rehab, right? And she was going through some serious alcohol and drug problem and shit. And now she's finding herself, and all the people she was around helped her. And she realizes, good for you. Good for you if that helped you. But fuck, man.
Well, she recognizes the LGBTQ is like, oh, they have a lot of people that buy records. So that's all I see. That's all my cynical brain sees. I don't think they have any morals.
You might not be wrong. Right?
I just feel like, it's time to virtue signal. Hey, look, I'm standing for this.
Yeah, I don't know if this falls on the same avenue, but you notice like every show now has a gay scene in it. Every single show.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I know.
Like, why can't I make a decision that I want to watch a show that doesn't have? Why can't I have a choice? Why am I forced to every show I watch, no matter how gangster, dancing, comedy, drama, I have to see a gay scene? I know there's gays out there, and I am not telling them not to be gay. But why do I feel forced to have to watch it?
Because my cynical brain's going to answer that question. The LGBT has people that buy stuff and watch commercials. So that's the answer. They're
but let them have a time frame.
This is the thing, and right now you do realize, Roberto. Right now, if we get clipped, we're gonna be labeled as homophobic. You know that, right?
I'm not homophobic.
No, I know none of us are.
No.
But that's the narrative that they try to pull when you feel like you don't wanna have to watch these things all the time, bro. I was watching fucking the TV series Watchmen. Fucking superhero shit. And then the fucking black dude, masked something. I can't remember. It was the original fucking dude. Meets up with the black guy, and the next thing you know, the next scene, he has the fucking white dude bent over. And I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Like,
you know what? Well, to each their own. I'm not saying anything about gays or lesbians. Me is the whole fact that you don't associate yourself with either sex. Like, you know what that is? And I'm fucking being blunt, man. That's called mental illness. You are suffering from something and y'all need help. Because that is not right. I'm sorry. How can you not associate yourself if you have a penis or a vagina between your legs? Because I know if I'm a man and I'm going to the bathroom, I see what I am and I see what I'm holding. And if you're squatting and you're going to the bathroom, You know what you are. You know what you have. How can you not say I'm not a woman?
It's biology. 101.
Exactly. Like
Biology
people, like someone I know. It's simple math, but it's not math. It's simple biology.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying you can like or not like the same sex. I'm not talking about that. I am definitely not talking. I'm talking about not associating yourself with what you are. Like,
well, let me
you know how far blown this has gone. Have you filled out your census yet?
Yes.
Did you see those questions?
I did it yesterday. Yes.
I was like, what? What?
Yeah. When I filled up my census yesterday, I filled it out, and it's how they do it too.
What are you born and what are you now?
Yes, you were born, and what are you now?
That just blew me away. Sorry to cut you off, Josh. I just had to throw that in there because it blew me away.
They really asked that question? I didn't even know from
Yeah.
Oh, you got to do it. Because
there's a fine or something along those lines.
If you don't do it, you get fined.
I haven't done census in years.
They're being a little more harsh about it. I never did them either. But the wife told me, babe, just fill this out so we don't get that fine. I'm like, I don't want to be responsible for it.
Takes
5 or 10 minutes.
Are you going to give me a $25 Walmart or Amazon gift card? Maybe I'll do it then. Maybe 50. 50 I'll do it. I'll do the census for 50.
You know what I mean?
I'll be Oh, well, no, we really want this. Yeah, just ask Mark Zuckerberg. He has all our information. There's a census right there, dude.
I want to speak on that. I don't have a problem with guys walking down the street holding their hands, kissing at the corner. I've come to accept that because who am I to say otherwise? But for paid programming, it's a certain way. During the day, they show tampon commercials. They show nail polish commercials. Yes. They show commercials associated to the gender viewer, the watchers.
That's watching that night,
Okay, so now when I'm watching a police show, a drama show, it's not a love show. Even if you take out a woman and a man kissing in that show, I don't have a problem with it. But I feel like I am forced to watch that. And I don't like when I'm forced to do anything. You know, should I turn off the TV after 8 o'clock? Because, I mean, every show I watch has it. So it's not like I have a choice. All I could do is watch sports. Where it's not thrown at me. That's all. And again, this might get us in trouble, like you said. But I'm speaking off my chest. This is not that I have any racism towards gay couples.
Facts.
I just don't want it forced in my programming. That's it. I don't think I'm asking much. And I don't think you're asking much for people to just acknowledge that you are what you are. Now, if you're born as a guy and you want to be a woman, then we will acknowledge you as a woman.
Absolutely.
And if vice versa. But you can't say you're nothing. You're non-existent. Because some of us might have to use the bathroom with urgency, and we can't fucking take time to read these signs and know what's going on. Is it a fucking 2 genders, 1 gender, no gender? Like, come on, man.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do RoboCop bathrooms, man. That's where there's all in one thing, all in one. Yeah. Come on, ladies, man. So you guys had that. You were talking about that last week.
First off, answer this question. Daniel said, "Would you guys consider yourself far left, right, or just neutral?"
And I'll
say neutral.
I like to think I'm neutral.
I'll invite right in the middle.
I lean right, and as people know, and if you guys on the left say something that makes sense and doesn't sound idiotic to me, I'll be like, "Oh, hey, that's a good idea," and I'll come and lean a little bit more.
But even what Mama Bear said, like, you know, back in the day, she says she remembers she wasn't able to do that. I recall in my day that guys used to go out on Friday night looking for them.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I didn't agree with that either because, listen, they're not forcing it on us. Why are we infiltrating on them? If they want to go behind closed doors and kiss each other and do what they do in their own privates, that's fine. But now it's accepted.
Yeah, that's why I brought that up about Demi Lovato, because it's like the virtue signaling is to just get more fans. That's not genuine. And that's what you were talking about. It's like, why is it shoved in her face? Shoved in her face because there's a big community that either is with it in the community or supports the community bigger than the other side. So let's mark it. And it's not, and at that point, it's not homophobic, it's homocentric, because people are like, oh, let's let's target. I think that's messed up too. If you are in that group and you see rainbows on the Skittles, rainbows on the, the pretzels, rainbows, when you go to the beer or whatever, you're like, why are they pandering? I bet you there's some people in that group that are like, look at all this pandering, man. You don't have to.
You're absolutely right. There are. And that's the thing, though, right? Because it's what makes money. It's what's making the money and all that stuff. It's even like you said, there was a rapper dude that came out and was wearing a dress, and they were like breaking it down the reason why he wore the dress, but they were like, "Yo, this is not true. This is not true." You know what I mean? And it's like that's what it is. It's pandering. It gets you more fans.
Were you talking about Lil Nas? Is that the one?
I don't think it was Lil Nas. I think it was someone else. I can't remember who it was though.
Okay.
You guys know Lil Nas, right? Yeah.
I've said in the past, I have friends that are gay and stuff, and they don't like when like movies or TV shows, you can see it's forced. You can see it's just put in there for the sake of saying, "Oh, we filled up our quota" type thing, right? Mm-hmm. They hate it. If it's part of a story or whatever, and it's integrated with, then fine. But when it's just the background scenes and stuff like that, and you're like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, where it's pointless, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But you look at a movie like Moonlight, and it's like, oh, you know what? That's a good movie. I might not agree with the views in it. I don't know if you guys all seen Moonlight, but it's it's about two gay dudes who have that's. And I was like, okay, it was a really good movie, and they had nice shots in it too. Anza.
Well, look at Brokeback Mountain. You knew what that movie was about.
Thing, yeah.
If you went to see it, you knew what you were watching, and the movie won an Academy Award.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So if I don't want to see that, I have a choice. That's what I'm trying to say. Right. But I'm not saying it shouldn't have won an Academy Award. Who am I to say that? I didn't see the movie, but I don't pass judgment like that. That's not what's going to make it an Academy Award or not. It's how much substance the movie has. How does it touch people? Is it relevant? And it does pass all of those things, right?
Mm-hmm. So Mads1306 said it's correction for a long time that LGBTQ communities have been cast away and shamed for being the way they are. Now they're adding them in film and TV to correct the issue if not having them in the past. Which, okay, I get that. 100%.
No, I get it to an extent.
Right, because this is my point. Because they're doing the same thing with black people, and some black people don't like it, right? Because I can bet you right now that you're one of those ones. Well, I don't know for sure, but you could be one of the ones that said, "I don't want a black Superman because that's pandering and that's tokenism." So it's the same thing that they're doing, right? It's the exact same thing that they're doing. They're just doing it for the LGBT community, right? So I mean, yeah, it's the same thing. I personally don't care if they make a black Superman, and I don't care if they want to be Little Yachty. Yeah, that's it. It was Little Yachty.
It was Yachty?
Yeah,
Yachty's not even gay though. Is he just
exactly? Yes, that's exactly what it was. Right.
So Kid Cudi also did it. Yes, that's true.
Oh,
yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, for Kirk.
That's who it was. Kid Cudi. It was Kid Cudi. Yeah, because he did it for a tribute to Kirk.
Okay.
Obtain right, and then what they were saying in the video was that his reasons for wearing it were not the correct reasons. Like he said, he wore it because he was gay and he did something with. I can't really remember it. I'd have to find the video, but I said it's the same way with diversity. They add more people of color. Right, exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. And a lot of black people are calling that pandering. Right, a lot of black people, if you go online, they don't want to see a black Superman. I personally could care less because it doesn't change the character. You can do it, you can do it. If you don't do it. I don't care. But a lot of people are like, that's pandering. So that's the same thing that we're saying is what is happening to the LGBT community.
Or Nick Fury too, where it's like, hey, Samuel, do you like our comic book that we made that looks exactly like you? We want you to be Nick Fury one day. It's like, oh my God. But they're both good. I like the white Nick Fury, the black Nick Fury. Both,
What Shifty says is true. I remember reading that. I remember 100%. Reading that. Yeah, he was really upset about that.
Yeah. That is correct. And if you notice, you don't hear nothing about him anymore, right?
Nope.
Because you can't go against the narrative. That's the thing. You go against the narrative, you get canceled, man. You get canceled. So we just want everybody to know that No one in here is saying anything against being gay or lesbian or anything like
whatsoever.
that.
Nope.
You can live your fucking life the way you want to live your life, man. That's what we do. That's what life is for. No one should have the right to tell you how you cannot and should not live your life. But you should also not tell people how they should and should not live their life.
Yeah, and you also shouldn't use exploitation and for a petty marketing scheme either, too. Skittles and Coca-Cola and whoever the hell else would. Oh, look, it's a rainbow flag. We'll put it there for 1 month.
Can you put what Caleb just wrote last onto the screen, Anzo?
Yeah.
But hold on. If you didn't know what Brokeback Mountain was, it's because you just went to the theater and said, "Let's go see that movie." They made it clear as day that that movie was about gay guys. Yeah. So I'm sorry, Chef Gizzle.
Moonlight was a little different. I actually didn't know what I was getting into with that, and then I was like, "Oh, okay."
I knew what Brokeback Mountain was about when I saw 2 minutes of that fucking commercial.
Moonlight didn't have a commercial, so I was just going in like, "Oh, everybody's."
Did you watch that movie, Roberto?
Brokeback?
Yeah.
No, but I just watched the awards and I saw they won a whole bunch of them.
I've seen parts of it. That was Heath Ledger's.
I never watched it.
Was Heath Ledger and Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah, wow, man.
So Caleb said, "Go ahead, guys, can read it."
So there should be diversity in media, though. It shouldn't be just a bunch of white folks everywhere. Absolutely, it shouldn't. Sure. It's not Friends on TV, right? Because there was no black people on that. It was a great show, but there was no black people on that. And I believe they're getting I think they're doing the reunion now, and they're getting actual heat. The fact that they didn't put any black people into the reunion.
But they didn't have any black people on the show.
I know, right? I mean, in all fairness, they don't have too many white people on Family Matters. I can't really even think of one.
No, but it's just goes to show that wherever anybody either way grow into anything, they'll just gut it, right? Anyways,
this is what I'm saying. There's so many movies, and especially growing up, that we have watched with no fucking black people in it. Like, there was a ton of movies, right? And I've never sat there and said, well, fuck, man, there's no black people in this movie. I just waited for a black movie to come out. And the
only person I did that for was that one director out of New York. I can't remember his name because I don't like him. He was married to that Chinese woman.
Oh, Woody Allen?
Woody Allen. Woody Allen made how many movies in New York? And not an extra, not even a black extra. Now, how the fuck is that possible? You're making all these movies in New York and not even a black person is walking on the street?
Technically, he only made one movie, just like Wes Anderson, the same fucking movie over and over and over again. He made it 56 times.
Never a black person.
Never, no. By the way, when you see one, you see them all.
Never.
I've never watched a Woody Allen movie.
Neither did I. They just made growing up, it was made mention that there's never a black person in any of his movies. No. I don't know if he was ever addressed on it.
You never need to. You only need to watch one Woody Allen and one Wes Anderson, and then you get it. You have their whole library ahead of you.
Yeah, Birdcage was actually a good movie, though.
It was. That was funny as shit. Robin
Williams. I knew
that was a remake too, I believe.
I think so too.
That was a remake as well. Yeah.
I knew what Brokeback Mountain was when Brokeback Mountain was, and I still enjoyed the movie.
Yeah.
I've seen a few gay movies or shows, and it's really good storytelling.
Sure.
No one is not saying it's not. Yeah. Absolutely not. We're not saying that. Not at all.
Exactly.
But I want to make a choice to watch that gay program.
Which is fine.
Which is absolutely fine.
If it's written, if the movie's good, I have no problem. Like my wife or my says, "Oh, let's watch this movie. I heard it's good. It could be about gay or lesbians. I don't mind. If it's a good story, I don't care what the character's sexuality is."
Right. I just want to say something to Roberto's point. You want to know what it is, so in case you want to keep your kids, I hate to say it, in case we want to keep our kids away, like me, they don't need to see, randomly in a regular.
My kids are more grounded than me. They're the ones who are telling me, Dad, don't judge this, don't judge that. They're the ones who are getting me to be more open as a book,
Was
The Watchmen, was that, I'm sure like that, like kids will watch that, like, oh yeah, it's The Watchmen. Oh, of course I want to see it.
Watchmen was a little bit more mature right? So kids wouldn't see it. But that's another thing too, right? If you got kids, you don't want your kids seeing men and women sex. So why would you want to see any type of sexual stuff? You know what I mean? Like I used to fucking sex scenes come on and tell me, hey, leave the room. You can't be in there watching that. Whether man or woman, cover your eyes. But you can't really tell the kid to cover his eyes because he's gonna cover his eyes.
Cover him for him. You're like, look at that. Look, there's a spider on the wall. Keep looking at it.
Yeah, you say that, then they go into the room on their phone and they
Thank you very much.
They fucking want to.
You should just confront him right now. What do you want to know?
That's what it does.
You want to know how do you get that to be all wet? You want to know how you get that to pop out? You want to
Exactly. If that technology has no matter how much you try to educate or whatever, behind closed doors, we don't have eyes on them 24/7. Believe me, behind closed doors, they'll Google whatever they want to Google, and they'll look at whatever they're gonna look at. And
but you see, that's the thing. He didn't have internet access at that age. you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. That's when the showers start getting longer.
And then when he did, it was either me sitting there with him, but as he got older, of course, 11, 12, that's when you get on the internet on your own at those type of ages. And by that time, you already know certain things. You may not have seen a lot of things, but you know certain things. Yeah, exactly.
Dude, we had, I was on the cusp. I think I was like 13 for the Teletubbies generation. That was a big thing where it's like the Teletubbies was people were questioning, oh, what is that one doing to the other one? Or like, what's going on? No, they were like suspected of that, like getting the pandering. And I think that might have been there.
Look what they did with Bert and Ernie and Sesame Street.
What do they do with them? What do they do with them?
They're gay now. They came out gay.
Wow.
Come on.
They mentioned
I just thought the dude like pigeons.
The puppets are gay.
Wait, but they mentioned sex in general? That's
I would have to look back into it, but I just remember when that shit hit the news, I was like, what?
That just takes the cake.
It's the whole thing with Mr. Snuffleupagus, man. They had
you should have never told me that.
They had to stop never told me that. They had to stop making Mr. Snuffleupagus imaginary because it says it was damaging kids' psyche because everybody was thinking Big Bird was going crazy because of his imaginary friend.
What?
So they stopped making him imagine. Yes.
Yo, this is the worst time to have this discussion. This just kicked in. It just kicked in, man. I feel it, bro.
Do your thing, bro. Do your thing.
I feel it. No, I feel it now. And when Geishkar was saying that, like, it was like, it just hit me.
So what you're going to tell me?
I can't take it now. My head is like.
So
next thing he's going to say, those two guys sitting in the balcony are gay on the Muppet Show.
Yeah, probably.
The two old men.
The two old men.
They old as hell, though, man. They do too much, man.
They're a gay couple that have been together a long time.
Those two come as just a bunch of powder going.
Shifty Gibbons said they were always gay. Said go back and watch. They seemed like a gay couple.
Yeah, but what?
You're right. It's true. If you look at it,
never registered in my head like that.
But if you manipulate a lot of things like that, it may look gay if you really look for it. But just as common, why are we all surprised if they look gay?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I had no idea they were gay.
Right, exactly. And you could have left it like that. If you want to think they are, no problem. And if you want kids to think they're not, no problem. Like, you could have left it like that. You didn't need to, hey, these guys are absolutely 100% gay. You could have left it like that. You know what I mean? But when you're kids, you're not thinking that. We weren't thinking that. Like, were we ever thinking that watching Sesame Street that, hey, Ernie and Bert seem gay? You know what I mean? No.
It never crossed my mind.
Now I have a whole different. Now I go back and I picture, when Bert was there and Ernie was in his bathtub with his rubber ducky, man. Like, it's all fucked up now.
Yeah, like, for real though.
My innocence is gone.
Do you guys remember the show The Odd Couple?
Was a pervert. Huh?
Absolutely.
Do you remember the show The Odd Couple? Mm-hmm. Were they gay too?
I don't know.
Well, that's a show for adults though, not for kids. That's the main thing. It's like, tell.
No, but you're thinking any combination where two guys or two girls live together, were they gay and subliminally and we didn't know? Like Ernie and Bert?
John Ritter, I don't think John Ritter was banging those chicks on Three's Companies.
No, John Ritter was lucky. They called that the lottery. The lottery.
That show with the two women that worked at a beer factory, remember?
Yeah, that's
Laverne
Laverne and Shirley.
Yeah, Laverne and Shirley. Were they lesbians?
Oh, Laverne and Shirley. Yeah,
They could pass if you really stereotype them. One was the macho girl guy or girl. I don't know how it works.
Not when.
No, I never did either.
Was that in the 60s or 50s?
No,
Laverne and Shirley 70s.
70s, 80s.
Yeah.
So they're still not necessarily even having that in mind when they're making the show in that age.
No,
70s.
Absolutely. This is the thing. Like, no one was thinking those things back in the day, but
No.
now it's like everybody wants to go back in time and say, oh, you know what? Those two people are living together. Okay, yeah, we'll say they were gay. Ernie and Bert living together. Yeah, we'll go back and say they're gay. You know what I mean?
Maybe
then they canceling Pepe Le Pew because he was a
SpongeBob and what's his name? SpongeBob and
Patrick.
Patrick. SpongeBob and Patrick. Come on.
SpongeBob have already came out gay, bro. Long.
And Patrick?
Yeah. I don't know about Patrick, but I know SpongeBob.
Say it ain't so, Anzo. Say it ain't so.
Yeah. SpongeBob came out gay a long time ago, bro.
I had no idea. I was just making jokes of it.
I know.
Shifty John Ritter should have been getting it on with them gals. Janet was
think
fine. 100%.
Okay,
I read
so hold on.
No.
Hold on, just 1 second. Let me just. Kids will find out a lot of stuff from other kids. I found out about sex when I was 6 from other kids who were in my neighborhood. Yes, but you still don't know what the fuck it is. You know what I mean? You may know certain things and say, "Oh, this is that." But at 6-year-olds, you still know what the fuck sex is.
If you just slept with a girl, she'll tell you you're wrong.
Listen, at 6 years old,
you think you know until you do.
I'm going to tell you a story that I kind of probably already shared. But at 6 years old, we were walking down my street, and I saw a garbage bag full of, like, all of a sudden it was a Playboy that was hanging out of the garbage bag.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, is that a Playboy? I was like 6 years old. And I think you were with me, Anzo. And then all of a sudden I look at that and I'm like, holy shit, it's a bag full of Playboys. Guess what? Anzo and I distributed those Playboys to all our friends. And we shared. You
didn't go to Kinko's and make copies?
There was no Kinko's.
There was no Kinko's back then, man. So yeah, that's how the female form in all shapes and colors. And
don't lie, Geishkar. I know it was Jet Beauty of the Week, man.
Could have been, didn't matter. They were naked women.
Hey, man, yeah, man.
And when we seen those, it was like, oh shit. You know what I mean? And yeah, we're looking at the pictures and we're looking at it, so we know what naked girls look like, naked women look like. You know, you may know what the sex is, but you really don't know shit at 6 years old, man. Sorry.
I was a sick little bastard, man. I was like, oh, Kimberly from Power Rangers. Oh, yeah, that's who I want, man. I was like, had some, like, I already knew what I wanted to do.
Absolutely. Had our little crushes, for sure. You know what I mean? Little watch TV series at fucking Apollonia. You know what I mean? From the Purple Rain movie and shit. She was fire. You know what I mean? What's up, MSK? So,
guys, you ever notice our show that we hit a topic and then we're just so far south from it at some point?
No, we're still on the same topic. It was about like
Geishkar started it, and then fucking I couldn't even tell you what it was about almost. It was like, what the fuck?
The gay, whatever, being pushed on. Oh no, non-binary.
No, that was me. You see?
And he took it.
We do that so often. We do that shit so often. Now I'm looking at the time and I'm like, what? It's already after. How much time did we spend on this?
Yeah, Roberto, I'm glad I didn't listen to you before the show because you were like, yo, Josh, take 2 of those candies. Like, no, man.
It would have been fun, man. It would have been fun.
But yeah, I wouldn't even.
Caleb would have fun with that, boy.
I'd be on the floor.
I hope Flash is good. I haven't seen him in a minute.
Yeah, man, I haven't seen Flash in a minute either, but I'm sure it's good.
Yeah, Flash, man.
All right, so Roberto, what you have to get off your chest, brother?
Might be another Sensi moment.
All right, well, let's do it.
I don't know. This applies to our American friend because obviously we don't get the same programming, so our commercials aren't as entertaining as your commercials per se. Super Bowl.
Yeah, for real.
But we have a Tide commercial up here that just mind boggles me, you know? Like I watch it from the very first time I watched it, and I'm like, what message are they trying to send here? So let me get in description of this Tide message. So there's two women who are a couple, which is fine, right? We're okay with that. We see a lot of that and everything. They're saying the kids are horrible at playing hide and seek. Now, these two women are white women. And these two children they're referring to who are their kids are two black kids who they adopted. They obviously adopted.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know how you guys are with that. The only reason why I'm pissed with that is because I highly doubt that any board in any part of this world is going to allow a black couple to adopt two white kids. That's just my opinion, because I'm yet to see it, guys. I knew somebody here would just feel that way, right? Because how I'm looking at this, right? For my generation, it would be a little hard for me to explain to my friends who are saying why you have two moms. I think it's a little more accepted now, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what are black kids going to say to those two black kids? Like, what, no black adopted parents love you, so white parents had to adopt you? Imagine what these kids are going to go through mentally. Because kids are the worst bullies, right? Mm-hmm. They say things with different intentions sometimes. They just say things to be popular, or the fuck is Josh laughing
at? Muted.
You're muted.
Fuck, I'm so sorry, man. I was just thinking of something in my head.
Okay, because I was saying, this is fucking candy. He's lucky you didn't take two.
Oh, fuck, man. Dude, no.
I'm like, what's he laughing at, man?
These guys are kind of cracking up.
Guy Scar is all serious, giving me all these looks, and I look at the other guy just fucking dying of laughter.
No, because I wanted to know what else happened in the Tide commercial, because I had an idea in my head after you said that. And so
no, it was just that, because I know with these commercials, they're more or less going along with the trend of, before, back in the 80s, it was like a complete family, an all white family, an all black family. And then the 90s and the 2000s, you started seeing the single mom, the single dad. Mm-hmm. Or now, just before you would see the divorced dad or the divorced mom coming over and still having some kind of relationship. And now I'm seeing two white women adopting two black kids. So what are the message are they trying to send? How are people supposed to perceive that? It's just like, it's okay, it's normal now? Or what are those kids going to go through? How are they going to bring these kids up with racism being how it is, where black people, parents, are so enforced to teach their kids how to behave and whatnot? Could a white parent teach their black kid the same thing?
You see, Roberto? Now
I'm asking questions.
No, I know. And I'm going to tell you this. I showed you the Dr. Umar video, and this is the shit that he talks about, bro. What you're saying now is the shit exactly that he's talking about. What he's saying, that the strong black family is being torn down. Torn down, right?
Okay.
Torn down, right? You know what I mean? Because this is what they're showing people. Interracial relationships. White people adopting the black kids. The black parents adopting white kids. And stuff like that.
Really? That happens? Black parents adopt white kids? I've
seen it. I've seen it on a documentary. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, it was this white woman. She adopted a black kid. Yeah.
Because I would think that, with black parents, there would be some form of guilt, because they would think that white people would never really adopt black kids. So are these black kids ever going to ever get adopted?
I think I'm right.
Or it's just as, a fucked up way of thinking? These are just questions I ask,
I want to first start off by apologizing to the panel. That was when I had a really crazy moment laughing there for a second. And definitely you, Roberto, I'm sorry. I was thinking
no, it's okay.
A stupid joke to say, and it went like next level. No, I was going to say, when you said it was a Tide commercial, I was like, oh no, I hope they didn't take the Tide and turn the black kids white or whatever.
No.
Oh man, you're twisted.
No, hold on.
Okay.
There is a commercial like that.
Oh my God. Dear Christ.
There is an Asian commercial like that.
Yeah, there is. I saw
it. An Asian commercial like that. There's a black man that comes in and they say something about dirty. He goes into the washing machine and then he comes out Asian. There is a commercial like that.
I seen it. And that's just fucking wrong.
I'm sorry. What the fuck are these people thinking?
I'm only taking I'm literally just gonna take 25% of the candy next time, man. I'll take a little piece.
No,
Oh my God,
sorry to cut anybody off. I'm curious to hear Geiskar's take on what I said.
Your take on what regarding what? What
with the whites adopting blacks? Because I saw you were making some facial expressions like you wanted to say something, but I held the mic a little long. No, okay.
No, not at all. It's you do hear of that. You do see that. I know there's a lot of white families that adopt African kids from certain parts of Africa that
I know Madonna did it.
Yeah, Madonna had she did,
but she's basically the only one that I've known,
and
right?
Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie did as well, Asian kids and stuff like that. But it's true what you said about a black family adopting a white kids. I have not really ever read or heard about that, so that's a good point you make.
Because they go through some very strict procedures when they pick this adoptive family, right?
Right. And I know on my soccer team, we had a girl, an Asian girl. Her parents adopted her, right? They were both French Canadian, and so you see more white people adopting kids of other races and other way around. You're absolutely right. You
don't see it.
You don't see it.
Imagine.
At my church, there was a white couple. They adopted like 7 black kids, and they grew up like. That's mom and dad, you know what I mean? And that's why I think part of it, growing up in that church and seeing that and just seeing a little bit of a mix, even though it was mostly black, I was just like, yeah, whatever, you're whatever color you are. So I was so used to it. I guess if you're not, maybe you don't see it as much.
It's just, the world's a very cruel place. And you think of what those kids are going to go through more so than if it's okay or not. Because those kids will be tormented. I could tell you that right now. They will be. Especially from the black side of that situation.
Right. That's what? Did you just go get change?
I did.
Switch it up on him, baby.
Wardrobe.
Switch it up on him, baby.
Because LDG wanted to put up the screen, and I already did that with the Storms Live, so I can't do it again with the same shirt on and shit. Hold on, I got to change the hat though because it's not coming through with the green screen. But continue talking, guys. Continue talking.
But you know what? I'm curious to see how much.
Oh my God! Sorry, man.
Just say it, man. Just what you say?
No, I'm good, man. Kayla,
I want to know what the hell you ate.
No, just a little.
Sure.
No, just a little weed candy action, man. Little weed candy. Hey, at least did I have it muted? I think I had the mic muted when I was laughing though.
He's looking a little chinois, isn't he?
Yeah, man, he's getting all poofy around the eyes.
Yes,
I am feeling great.
We'll go back to something else because, as Mama Bear said, there's a channel I watch a lot that has a white woman teaching how she takes care of her adopted daughter's 4C hair.
That was that 4C hair.
What's that? 4C? I have no idea. I'm guessing
I don't have any hair, so I don't have no idea what that is.
I'm guessing she's talking about a white woman with black child. And to do the hair, I get it. That's fine. But a white person, I hate to say this, but you can't really teach the black experience, just like a black person can't teach a white person the white experience. You know what I mean? It just can't be done. Okay,
should those kids expect white privilege because their parents are white? Do you know what I mean?
So,
well, they get it either way.
No, they won't. They won't get it at all.
The privilege? Oh, no.
Yeah. The black kids? Do you think they're going to get treated any lighter because their parents are white? I don't think so.
I thought you meant with just like the...
So, just because I was curious, right? There's actually are black families that do adopt white children. It's just that you don't see it in media a lot. Unless you look
no, I know there are.
Yeah, so there actually is. So
I don't see it in media a lot either that white people are adopting black kids. It's just this commercial that drew my attention because it's the first time you'll see it in advertising that they'll go that far to a side.
Well, you see, this
because they're attacked very. Oh, go ahead.
No, finish what you're saying, Roberto. Finish what you're saying.
Because that could as much as it could bring positive, it can bring major negative. A campaign like that.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing I was gonna say. It's again, it comes back to, is this what we're calling pandering? You know what I mean? Is that what they're doing? They're trying to fill an agenda. Sometimes it is, because at one point, I'm not gonna lie, man. At one point, every time I watched a TV show, right, it was a white dude with a black woman. All of them. I'm like, yo, are they really trying to show something here? Because it was The Flash. I can't remember what other shows it was, but it was a lot at that point. Like, it was a lot. And now I feel like they moved on to something else. You know what I mean? And again, I don't always agree with Dr. Umar. I'm going to full screen myself for LDG. So there you go. So I don't always agree with Dr. Umar, but the one thing I do agree with is that sometimes the best way to keep black people down is by destroying the black family. That's 100% facts. You know what I mean? And that's what's going on right now. And if the shit he talks about with that, I kind of agree with it. You know what I mean? Some things I don't agree with because he talks a lot of shit. You know what I mean? And I think he's kind of fake. But one thing I do agree with is that they are trying to destroy the black family, because we ourselves are not as united as we should be. So it's not hard to bring us down, man. It's really not.
Nowhere near.
What's going on. Mm-hmm.
Nowhere near united.
And that's what's going on. You know what I mean? And there's other things he talks about when he talks about laws. The laws that they have for the black people. The shit. Can't remember what he was calling it. You know, but.
Nah, man, I learned. No, this is what I'm fucking talking about. It's too much. It's too much. I'm taking too much.
I'm laughing because Josh is fucked up.
Yeah. He's distracted me. I'm listening to you. I keep
play it off. How good am I playing it off though?
Not good at all.
No, I got up to get this soda, and like I'm not stumbling. I didn't fall over or anything like that, but I can feel it, man. I can feel like that, just that little like. I'm a novice. I'm not like you guys. You guys would have probably ate up like 4 cans.
I'm trying to pay attention to Oswald. I see this guy.
Are my eyes all?
No, but that's
like he's in space.
I know. I'm trying to. Like, oh no, I can. I'm good, man. I'm good. Man up, man. Come on, you got this, bro. You got this, dude.
People in the chat, this is a perfect time to do a disclaimer. Don't do drugs.
Smoke it, don't eat it.
No, you know what? Do have a little bit less than what you think. Like, I can handle that because of my body weight or whatever. No, don't do it. Okay.
All right. Yeah, man, that was some hot topics, Roberto. Like, those things are actually going to get us in trouble, but who gives a fuck, because this is what we do. You know what I mean? If we can't keep
they're just
real,
questions, you know. And you know what? You know what I love about our show, Anzo, is because, again, as I told Aiden with this grow a spine and speak your mind, you need to release these things that you know. It feels so good that when you feel like you're alone and you ask questions and you realize you're not alone with the answers you get back. That's why I love this show. That's why we wanted to do this show, to see if other people feel the way we do. And if they don't, they'll give you guidance around it. Then it's for the people. This is a fucking cryptocurrency talk show. By the people, for the people, right?
That is correct.
100%. Yes, it is.
And Mad said the black guy in the commercial that went into the washer was gorgeous. Well, I don't know about that one, but I do know, like, he came in and he was chiseled and shit, and then came out a skinny Asian dude.
Hey, how's it going? Let's do some math.
It was fucked up, man. And you see, this is the thing. But this is the thing, though, right? Like, that's how they see us. Like, the commercial literally says something about being dirty and cleaning. I'm gonna go try and find it. Let's see if I can find it. But that's how they see. That's how they see us, bro. That's how they still see us.
I will say there is a commercial where the woman's wife is, or no, the woman's husband is Michael B. Jordan or something, and his the white husband comes home. He's like, "Hey, how's it going, honey?" And then like Michael B. Jordan comes out, and something happens. Am I making this up? You know what I'm talking about?
I think I got it, Anzo.
You think you got it? All right. And this is Matt.
Did you say something, Josh?
Did you hear me? You didn't hear? Did you hear what I said?
What just happened? You look like you were talking.
I wasn't I?
You were talking. What did you say?
Oh, I wasn't muted, was I? I had to check on my phone. Did I mute myself?
This is too easy.
No,
I can't make fun of my one of my hosts. It's okay. I was gonna be a little evil and take advantage of your first candy buzz on the O.O.C.
Yeah, it's coming in waves too. Sometimes I'm like, no, I'm good. Then it like just washes over me.
First, before I get to that, guys, Matt 13 said it reminds me of the Cheerios commercial when they did the interracial couple, black father, white mom. They had a mixed daughter, white man, and black women. Was pissed at that commercial. I completely remember that commercial. 100%. I remember that commercial. Josh put NyQuil in his bourbon today. I'm guessing. No, he took a little edible. He's fine.
Yeah.
They haven't moved on to something else in advertising. Mixed race couples are all the rage for every company now. But for real though, a lot of us white guys have jungle fever. But it's okay. Nothing's wrong with that though. Again, these are the things that we're saying. Nothing is wrong with
love who loves you, man. Love who loves you.
Right.
You're only here for a minute, man.
Jungle Fever, great movie.
Absolutely was.
All right, here we go.
Fucking commercial.
Oh, this is it.
Yeah.
Oh shit. No.
Hiya! Whoopsh, whoopsh.
Oh my god. No.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. My joke that I was sitting there laughing like, oh, that's such a crazy, awful joke. It's real. They did it.
Yeah. They did.
Fuck, man. Speaking of commercials, man, I will say this: I think it's Oreos that did the commercial about the daughter coming out. That always makes me cry every time. I cry when I watch that.
How many Chinese women threw black guys in the washing machine because of that fucking commercial?
Not only that,
false advertising.
She shoves the pod in his mouth.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
If you were the black guy that got hired for that commercial, would you do it?
How much?
That's what it comes down to with black people all the time. How much? They will trade, humiliate, embarrass, do whatever for $. Not you, Josh.
Well,
in general.
I wouldn't do it even for the how much. I would just be like, all right, I have something on my because when you're trying to build up your acting resume, you got to take pretty much anything. So it's like I was the black guy in the Tide commercial, and you put it on your resume.
But you see,
Yeah,
sorry.
Go ahead. No, you speak.
I was just saying what Roberto says. It's all about self-respect, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
The thinking about the greater good than the selfishness, right? Unfortunately, not only in the black culture, but even in any culture, there's a huge lack of that. And I know what you guys are trying to say, but that's everywhere. But specifically in your case, I understand. But it's sad that we devalue ourselves for what we can make easily, right? And no matter who we stomp on in order to get there. That's the part that is sad.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm going to show this one. Miles Bomber sent me a link for this one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to share this one with you guys.
Oh my gosh, another one?
Yeah, kind of. Watch. Yeah, ready? Go.
All right, let's see what this is. Oh, shit.
Should actually mute that so I don't get copyright.
Shit. I think I saw this one. Yeah, I think I saw this one.
Is this commercial for Matt's Mama Bear? It's gonna come with some black guy all buff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Coloria. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh man.
Oh my don.
I saw
Look at
that green screen action, man.
Shit, don't show my wife that. Damn.
So
throw me in the wash.
So now the question is,
That's fucked up too. I'm sorry. I don't care if it's a brother.
That's what I was gonna say. Since they did it the opposite way.
That's some fucking weak advertising attempts, man. That's what I'm saying. Man. Like, maybe we should fly over to that part of the world and become advertising agents. Because we could be a lot more creative than that.
Man. Well, obviously, they were making fun of the Chinese commercial.
Yeah. Right. Coloria. What the fuck's that?
Well, it means color. Like different colors in Italian. So.
Damn.
That was fun.
There's one for each. It depends who you throw in there. You get a different color. I don't know.
I guess so, man. I'm just saying, like, okay, so if we get mad at the Asian doing it to that, then you got to get mad at that one too, as well, right?
I'm sure that probably, I'm sure that probably pissed off a lot of people.
Except why are blacks in both?
Except Mads. Mads was like, pause, rewind, pause, rewind.
Oh shit! All right, Josh, what you got to get off your chest, brother?
Take a deep breath. You got it, man. Okay. No,
this
so
is gonna be
funny. No, man, the reason why I was like, you know what, let me try something a little different. Let me switch it up. I bought those candies because I was like, you know, let me try something a little bit. Just to relieve some stress, man, that I've been having just with work and people in general. There's a lot of rude people. We were talking about this before the show, Roberto. And I feel like it's that sense of entitlement and that sense of just, I don't know, people's attitudes after COVID have just changed. And there's a lot of stories I can tell about people who I thought I was going to have a fight with or whatever, just like going to the post office and all that. And my boss, other people, just people like stress me out. And actually, hold on, it's coming. Hold on, I got it.
Stay on target.
I got it. Oh, fuck.
We're waiting.
Well, oh no.
You're giving drugs a bad name, man.
I forgot.
For real.
I feel like calling my kids and saying, look, watch out this guy right here.
You got two herbalists on the panel who have done this on multiple occasions, and we're looking at you like, come on, bro, get it together.
No, I got it.
It's half a gummy bear, not even a full one.
I got it.
You're worse than me, man.
But no, that's why I think that it is good regardless. After I'm gonna come down a bit and all that stuff, and I'm just gonna feel like, you know, good stress relief. I do feel it. I'm not thinking about all the nonsense that I've had to deal with.
Do you remember what you were talking about?
Yeah, I was talking about the weed candy.
You never even started.
What do you mean?
What you wanted to get off your chest?
That's what I wanted to get off my chest. Is that
the weed candy?
No, to
leave him alone, Roberto. Leave him alone.
Sorry, Josh. Go ahead, man. Sorry, man.
Oh no! Oh, it's happening, man.
Holy shit,
man! I know. Oh god, dude! I thought I was gonna make it that first half when it was Geiskar's turn, but yeah, but no, I think that people need to stop feeling so entitled and start being a little nicer and more polite to other people.
So you had a situation, something happened to you?
Yeah. I was and I hope that it wasn't a racial issue. I mean, there were me and the other black guy were involved, and this white gentleman. I walked into the post office, and you know, I go through, try to give my package to the clerk, and somebody was like, "Oh, there's a line, and it's all the way back there." They kept it out in the back. I'm like, okay, so I went out, and the old man, he he I can't believe this is happening.
Jack Law said, "Oh my God, I'm gonna smoke way more weed. We all need to catch up to this."
Fuck, man. I'm so sorry, dude. Oh my God. Now it's coming back. Now I'm normal again, man. It's like going in and out. I'm fading in and out. The first half of that story was coherent, and then it kicked back in and it stopped being coherent.
Oh my God, tears.
I'm so sorry. No, so then this old white veteran, he was he was 80 years old. He had left, and he left the line, I guess. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever, cool, man. I'll get there sooner. And he comes back in, and I'm like, I was ready to give him his spot in line. But he was outside the door, hanging outside the door, and he said, fucking scumbag, and then like walked out, like slunk out. And I was like, wait, what? You're talking to me? I didn't know if he was talking about me or the other guy. I mean, we were both black. I don't know if it had anything to do with that, but maybe the other guy told him too, like, you have to go wait in line, just like he told me. But I was just thinking, like, I really wanted to go out there, and I can't think of anything violent now because like I'm all fucked up. But I really was just like, well, I can't hit an 80-year-old man. But it's like, you think that you can get away with saying that shit? Like, why did you say that? What was the point of that? And I'm seeing it more and more just with other people. There was a woman who I had, it looked like she was going to stop and let me out when I was driving. And then so I wanted to pull out, and then she moved her car up, and I'm like, oh shit, well, what are you doing? Then she went around me, and she was angry. She was like pissed off. She's like, fuck you, gave me the finger, flipped me the bird, all this. I'm like, I gave it back to her. And then she pulled in like she had wanted to start some problems. And in the back of my mind, I'm just like, you know what? It's a woman by herself. I'm not going to get into any confrontation with her. She might have a gun. She might be fucking crazy. What are you getting out to do? I'm like, you know what? I'm good. I just drove away. But it's just like these people. They're
it's the first time I hear a man concerned about a woman having a gun. But sorry, go ahead.
What's that? What did you say?
I said it's the first time I hear somebody say, I didn't know what were tensions. Maybe she had a gun.
No.
Oh, shit. Sorry, Josh. Sorry, go ahead.
Man, she might have been armed.
I don't think guys often think that women have guns when they're being confrontational. I'm like, does this bitch know who she's fucking with?
Yeah, she's baying you in. She's fucking baying you in to get blasted.
She was going to shoot you, Josh. You're lucky you didn't do anything.
No, it's true. She might have.
But
I'm so sorry about I'm fading it out, man.
Yeah, we know this, sir. We know this.
It's all good. But to your point, though, like it happened to me. I was walking on the street, and you know, I'm just minding my own business, walking down the street. An old man walks past me and says something. So I was wearing my Steelers jacket at the time, so I figured he said something about the Steelers jacket, you know? So I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, boom. Now, I don't know if we had this conversation, if it's coincidence or not, but on my way back from the store, I pass him again. And this time, he says, fucking N-word. And I was like, what the fuck? 80-year-old man, something like that, 70, 80 years old man. I'm like, Josh, I can't really turn around and box an 80-year-old man in the face. You know what I mean? So whatever. I just said fuck you and kept walking. But man, I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, you can. Go ahead, Roberto.
Well, I'm gonna have to tell you a story where this old man did get a slap. We were driving down Carlton, and you remember before that light was there was a stop sign, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there was no stop sign on Victoria. So I stop at that stop sign. I was in my friend's, what did he have? A late model Pinto. So for whatever reason, the seats are very low. So you look very small in this car for whatever reason, right? And I'm waiting for my way to go. And I hear this car behind me beeping his horn. I look, I see it's a cabbie, and I put out my hand like, just chill out, man. I have to wait for my right of way. It's not a yield. It's a stop sign.
Mm-hmm.
I hear you, fucking nigger.
Oh.
I looked at my buddy who was Jewish. I said, Shlomo, did this guy just call me a nigger? He said, yeah, bro, he did. Because, you know, people love to pump up brothers when they ask a question, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got out the car. He saw me get out. He didn't expect me to be that size. He's like, oh, no. He starts rolling up his window. I catch his window, dog. I pull his window down. I said, sorry, I couldn't hear you from my car. What did you call me? You said I don't want trouble. It's a little too late for that now. What did you call me? Do you know where you are? Do you know how this could escalate? You're lucky. You're lucky. I don't beat old people, but I had to slap him. Like, you think you could just fucking throw that out like a piece of paper and it's going to blow away? No, Dread. There's always somebody who they're going to say you said it to the wrong person. Yeah. And he said it to... And I didn't stop to ask him his age. But I could tell you, the only reason why he didn't get a couple of more slaps is because he had a client in the back of his car. And she looked like she let a turd out already. So I said, you know what? Let me just go back to my car before the cops come and arrest me.
Right. Exactly. That's the thing. And just so you guys know, I'm pretty sure Roberto opened up his car door, came out with his tank top on.
You got that right. You got that right.
So I knew he had on his
And this was when I was in my, late 20s, early 30s. I was angry at the world, yo. Just give me a reason to fuck you up. And I was like looking for it, you know?
Well, also, you tell the old man, you know, like, yeah, sorry, sir, you're not 15 anymore. Back when it was okay to use that word.
I just always tell people, know your surroundings. You're not amongst all of your people you could say, and they're going to look at me and say, oh, this irate black man. No. Because if I tell the brothers that are standing on the corner, you just call me a nigga, they'd be trashing your car. They'd be trashing your car.
Absolutely. But see, this is the thing, though. It's like, okay, so I haul off and I punch this man in the face. He falls down, cracks his head on the fucking ground. Yeah. I'm going to jail. Even if I hit him and he doesn't, and I don't, like he doesn't fall and crack his head, just the fact that I assaulted him and hit him, I'm going to jail. Doesn't matter what he called me.
I was wrong, Anzo.
Walk away. No,
I was wrong. I'll admit I was wrong for hitting an elderly person.
No, I know.
But at the same time, when people hit you with trigger words, you can't really blame a person for how they react, you know?
I agree with that, too.
That was a trigger word. It triggered me.
I'm going to say you were in the right, Roberto. I wouldn't say that was a slight against you. You know what I mean?
I shouldn't have hit him. I should have taunted him to maybe throw a jab at me by accident and then hit him.
Maybe stab his tire with your keys.
And you know what? To be honest with you, I really agree with you that, yeah, maybe he should have got fucking hit. You know what I mean? And the guy that called me a nigga deserved to get hit too. But the consequences of us doing those actions, that's
you know what it was? It was a very popular move back in the day. It was called the Benny Hill.
Benny Hill.
I just gave him that clap in the back of his head, like Benny Hill used to give to that old man. You remember?
I know the song, but I don't know. I'm a little too.
Benny Hill was some really good
that
English
shit will
satire.
On TV today, though.
English satire.
On TV today.
And
you can see titties at 11 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. And absolutely right. That shit would not fly in today's society. Benny Hill would not be allowed on TV, bro. Not be allowed on TV. That's why I said there were so many times I wanted to hit people. So many fucking times, my friends. I'm so sorry for what I saw, but we're not like that. Yeah, I know. That's the thing, man. Many times I want to box this guy in his face, man. And all I've been thinking about is like, yeah, if I hit this guy, he falls down, cracks his head, I'm in trouble.
That was my point where it was just like, I'm proud of myself for not like, you know, well, I can't. Well, also I just can't. I can't do that to somebody, you know, but
you can't. No, but you have to understand where he was. If he was standing on the street and he threw that word out, it wouldn't just go it wouldn't go ignored. You know, you have to respect your environment. And if you don't, shit like this will happen. I'm sorry.
No, you're correct. You're absolutely right.
Let me tell you another story that happened, the total opposite. I'm in the metro. I'm going to the South Shore. I don't know if you guys have ever gone to Barry de Montigny to catch that metro, the long gay, but it's a fucking anthill. Like sardines. Everybody's like this, right?
I hate it.
And again,
it's not a full train as well.
No, it isn't. And there's a lot of people going. So this was actually 5:30. I was going to see my fiance at the time. I'm standing there, and I was in my early 20s. I was buffed. I was about almost 230 pounds. You know, like
he was
solid. You know.
Yeah, he was.
And this a little weird guy comes right next to me. Like he went out of his way to come right next to me. He touched me, and I'm like, okay. I move over. Because I got that space thing going on,
Absolutely.
He moves over. I look around to see if anybody else is noticing this. Everybody's like New York City. I move over again. He moves over with me. Now I'm fucking vexed. Said, this motherfucker chose me of all these people? Okay, let me see what's going to happen when I move now. I moved. As soon as he flinched, I fucking slapped him. And unfortunately, he fell and some other people fell. Did anybody stop to look and say, you chose the wrong guy, kid? No. Monsieur, pourquoi tu fais ça?
Sir, why did you do that?
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for the translation.
Thank you, man. Thank you for doing
What? Mister, why you do that? Look at you, you're a big man, look at him. At that point, I was so enraged. I'll fucking slap you too, I told that person. I'll slap anybody who's... I'm just minding my business. Leave me alone. You want to see an angry black man? Keep taunting me. Keep taunting me. Because, there are some people who are quiet, soft-spoken. They just want to be left alone. They don't want to be provoked. They don't want to be questioned. They don't want to be bothered because they're not bothering anybody. But when they're picked on, that's why they say don't pick on the quiet guy. Because you don't know how much fucking anger this guy has instilled inside of him that he's held in for years and years and years. And when it comes out, you're going to be shocked because it doesn't correspond with the event. Like, why does he want to kill this guy like he robbed his family when he only touched him? Because I'm tired of people touching me. And this guy touched me and the kettle went...
Wrong day, wrong time, man. It happens.
So hold on. This guy went out his way to touch you, and then he just kept getting closer to you?
He kept coming like right up on me, Guy Scar, like literally touching my arm with his shoulder. And if I moved over, he moved over.
Okay.
I moved over, he moved over. So you want to play this game? I'm a 3-strike guy. I'll tell you right now, I'm a 3-strike guy.
Maybe you found me hot.
Well, you know what? He found me hot from a distance after. I don't know where he went after that because I took that train that came and nobody said shit to me. It felt fucking good. Because you know what? As I explained to my dad and some other people, I don't want to grab the platform all to myself, but I'm one of those guys that speak out. I'm one of those guys that doesn't say that's how he is and that's how it is. I'm like, no, that's wrong. It has to stop. And if not, I'm not a part of it. Because I don't tolerate that shit. I don't have to tolerate it. I think I'm a righteous man. I'll help you, even though I don't know you. But if you want to test me to find out what reaction you're going to get, you won't be able to comprehend it. Because I've been that quiet guy my whole life, and then I got tired of being that quiet guy. Now I'm the angry guy. Well, I was the angry guy.
I hated this guy when I first met him. No word of a lie. I don't think. Hey, man. I even think cousins hated you too, bro. Because Roberto, your cousins, Craig and Michael.
Oh yeah, for sure. Why not?
Because Roberto never fucked with us. You know what I mean? Like okay. So first off, Roberto used to hog the fucking game systems, right? So he had the Commodore 64s locked up in his room. Anytime we wanted to go play it, we'd have to go in his room and play it. But the only time we could go in the room and play it is when he wasn't there. And we had to sneak the fuck in the room because his brother would get in trouble if he ever found us out in the room. I think after a while he got a little bit okay with it. Because I remember one time you did come home and we were in the room. And I remember I was lying on your bed. I was like, oh, shit. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, fucking Roberto's home. You know, shit, man. Yeah, let's go into the living room, watch some TV or some shit, you know? So towards the end, he started to get cool with it. But yeah, man, like it would be like, hey, Hanzo, a Burger King for me. Oh, I don't feel like going. All right, get the fuck out of my house. Like, hands down, bro. All right, get the fuck out. I'm like, bro, I ain't even here to see. Like, and no one argued with him. It was like, okay, whatever. Put your shoes on and you go. It was either you put your shoes on and you go, or you go to Burger King. You know. So more times we went anyways. wasn't a big deal. We were fucking kids. I was just going to the store for my parents and shit. You know, we'd all just fucking like, let's go outside and go to the store for this fucking guy and come back, right? And maybe he'll let us play the Nintendo or some shit. So we would do it. But, you know, it changed a lot.
You had a Commodore 64, Roberto?
Yes, I did.
That's dope as hell, man. That's
the games that we had to entertain us when we were young, man, just the kids today can't comprehend fun.
For real. But
you
like
had one stick on on each side, just slapping this ball in slow motion.
Where's the crouch button? Where's the trigger
button? Yeah, we played that game for hours.
It was crazy, the games we used to play back then, you know? But like I was saying, like, you know, it changed. Everybody does. And I don't even remember when the change happened. I just remember I started working with him, and it's like his brother got the job. And he's like, yeah, come over. And then that's when our relationship like got to what it is today, you know? But yeah.
I think it was me having a kid more or less changed me.
That should change someone.
Damn right it does.
It changes you.
But not completely. It makes you better. But you need an event to happen in your life to change you, you know? Because only an event will make you reflect on yourself. Because not every day people just sit back and do a fucking overview. Let me look at myself. Let me look at my life.
Facts.
You only do that when you're fucking down there. And if you don't make changes, you stay down there. You know? Some people have it harder than others to get out of it. But it's the effort that really matters. And, you know, I said it before and I'll say it again. When you do something that you thought you could never do, the feeling you get when you do it makes you question why you don't do this more often.
For real.
It's fucking crazy.
You feel like you accomplished something, you know what I mean? Same way. I had that moment too where I had to fucking look at myself and be like, yo, really and truly, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why are you doing the things you're doing, man? You need to stop that, you know? And
thank God.
Facts. Because before that situation, I didn't think I was doing anything wrong. Like, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just doing
and no one could tell you shit either.
Yeah. I'm not doing anything wrong. But then you get that fucking wake-up call. And when I got that wake-up call, I was like, you know what? I am done. That is it. I am never going to do that shit again. And I've never done this shit till that day, bro.
And I don't think, and I know Anzo, as long as he's on this planet almost, and I don't think that I've told him in all that time that I have in the last 6 months how proud I am of him. The changes he's made. I don't think in my whole lifetime I've told him, even close to how many times I've told him in the last 6 months or a year. It's just shocking that him and I are on a show together. It's fucking shocking.
It is.
And again, I said it last week, and that's the main reason why when I do this show, when I find a good time where I can get these good people in our panel to visit and the commentary to visit without interrupting with any other show, I really want to launch F Your Ego, because it could be so helpful at a situation like right now. Right now, we're having an F Your Ego moment. And, you know, if we could touch one person, that one person could touch many. We don't have to touch many right now. We could touch one person who could touch many. But when you F your ego, you'll be surprised the enlightenment you can get, man.
You are 100% right, because it was my ego that kept me doing what I was doing. It was. I don't know, you guys know it. I've said it on here. I was fucking spying on my baby mom. I was basically stalking her. You know, I'll say it. I was stalking her. I was going out fucking every... Oh, is she home yet? Is she home yet? Worst thing I did was move the block away from her. You know what I mean? And then I would just go and spy on her. One day she caught me, called the cops. They locked me up, right? It was, first off, the first time it happened twice. The first time it happened, I was in there for like an hour and then they left me out. Second time, they kept me overnight. And all fucking night I was just saying, yo, like, what the fuck? I'm going to fucking just go and I'm going to go beat this girl because she knows I wasn't going to do anything to her, and if this is what she want to put me in, then I'm going to do it. And then they brought in a dude, and he was screaming, and he was crying, and he was all this, I can't believe I did this, I can't believe I did this, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. Then later on that night, cops came up and said, Mr. So-and-so, we're charging you with murder because she died. And I was like, fuck.
Wow.
I was like, fuck. I was like, yo. Like, I was in a holding cell with a dude, right? And we literally both looked at each other. It was like, holy shit. Next day, they wake us up in the morning. They take us up to court, right? So first off, they put us in this fucking little ass truck. I don't know if you guys ever been in that truck, but I never want to go in that shit again, right? So they put us in that little ass truck, take us to court. While I'm sitting in the fucking room after my court date, right? First off, you could go on your court date, and you could have court in the morning at like 10. They do not let anybody go until after 6. So if you had your court date at 10, you are staying there until 6 o'clock, and then they will let you go. Every single body that was in there, everybody, no word of a lie, everybody I spoke to that was in there was because of a woman, because of something with a woman. Every single one of those dudes I spoke to. Then I get home and I Google the fucking murder. Person lives in the same area that I lived in. I said, if that's not a fucking sign, then I don't know what is. And I never went next to that apartment again. I never bothered that woman again after that day. If that was not a sign, we talk about coincidence. Okay, so coincidence that I get caught from doing something that I shouldn't be doing. Coincidence that I go and get locked up and I'm there overnight, and then a coincidence that the person killed his girlfriend, and another coincidence that they lived in the same area I lived in.
Those are signs, my friend, signs.
I kid you not, no word of a lie. With the minute they said that you're going to jail for murder, everything I thought about doing, beating her up and all shit, went right out the fucking window. Went right out the window. It was done. And from that moment on, I was done.
I could ask 1,000 men and be honest with yourselves. Have you ever gotten more mad than a woman got you? And I could almost say 80 to 90% of those men will say, wait, did I pose the question right? That a woman has gotten them mad. Mm-hmm. More mad than any situation or event has ever gotten them.
100%.
So that's why you got to take that ego and fucking walk away, because if you don't, like you said, man.
Yo, people war over poom poom, bro. You know what I mean? People war. People get murdered over poom poom.
Josh doesn't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, you do. You might have to.
My son was like 10 feet from a guy getting stabbed, and he had no idea. The coolest shit I ever. Yeah, that's crazy, man. I had to walk him out of there and run defense so he didn't know what was going on. Absolutely. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. As a young kid, you don't want to expose them to that. But this is what I'm saying. It's like at certain points, you gotta think your life, man. You have to think what you're doing with your life. Even if your life is going great. Sometimes you got to sit back and just reflect on some of the things you did, because maybe sometimes what you think you did was proper, but it really wasn't. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Meditate, man. Meditate and think about it. That's why I did this, man.
Just admit your faults, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Admit your faults. All those times you stood in someone's face and said, no, that's not me, and you know it's you.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to keep being that asshole until you accept that that's you and make that change.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. And sometimes before we even want to make that change, it's like, yo, I ain't doing that shit. You know, fuck that, man. Fuck that. You know what I mean? I'm not wrong until you get proven wrong. And then you're like, yeah, that was some fucked up shit. You know what I mean?
But you know how you find out you're wrong, Anzo? When you let your ego get in the way?
Mm-hmm.
You end up alone.
Facts.
That's how you find out. And if you like being alone, then don't listen to our advice, man. Keep your ego. At least you have something that comes up every once in a while to visit you.
For real. But yeah, you're absolutely right. And like I've said many times, you don't want to be growing old alone, man. You don't want to do it.
You know, I my baby's mother and my daughter, I try to make sure it's like, you know, I take care of them. You know what I mean?
Do you really think that we could run out of material for that show? I thought about it, you know, like, think of a show that has substance, because if you do like a sports show, there's always sports. So you always have something to talk about. But when you're doing a life show, you know, you could be talking about something that can get played out. But who really emphasizes on egos? Because, you know, people have them and are proud of them.
They do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's some people that's what they live on. Their ego is their life.
But is there an ego awards at the end of the year? Like, who's commending you on this to say that you have to do it? That's a question I ask myself. Like, what award am I winning? Who's going to even acknowledge this or notice that I did these things to say, hey, what you did was a good thing. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. Nobody. And if you're telling yourself that, you're leading yourself down the wrong fucking path, man.
Facts.
Yep.
You don't get rid of your ego, you'll end up alone, and that's 100%.
Yes. Thank you, Anzo. Those are like bone-chilling words, man. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong. We are human. You're not gonna get 100% of it. Your ego's gonna come in and play in roles, but the thing is that when you do try and get rid of it, you at least notice it when it comes back. And you could have a debate with yourself, because talking to yourself is smart, they say. You have a debate with yourself and try and convince yourself, because you know it ain't right. I mean, who knows better than you? I can't, you know?
And that's the thing. My ego kept me doing what I was doing, bro, because my ego was like, she'll never leave me. You know what I mean? She'll never leave me. Doesn't matter. We've had fights, broke up, whatever, got back together. She'll never leave me.
How many jobs you said the company's going to close down once they fired you? They're still open. They'll never make it without me. They'll, you know, me. How many times have we used a situation like that? That's fucking ego. Because this place was existing before you, and it will exist after you.
Absolutely.
Do something great in the world, and then people will need you. I feel you, G. I saw that. We were talking backstage of how to disguise a yawn. How to disguise a yawn. I saw him. That's what I do. What Geist Guard does. Josh told me his secret. He goes, puts the avatar up. Remember we were talking about yawning? Josh.
The yawning.
Work with me, brother. Work with me.
I know. I'm in, man. Oh my god, dude.
Just in, Josh.
No,
I'm good
more edibles for you.
Yeah.
No more.
My name is Josh.
You see, and this is the thing. Josh started off, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I came to come like you guys tonight." Exactly. You know what I mean? I got this shit to come like you guys tonight. I took one of these. I was like, "Yeah." I asked him how many milligrams. He was like 500. I was like, nice. Now for me, that's nice. Obviously for him.
First timer, I said, I think you should be taking 250, Josh. He goes, well, that's why I ain't half.
But Josh, you feel good?
I do, and I actually I'm forgetting about all the nonsense I was worrying about today.
That's what it does.
That's exactly
that was what my other point was that that's why I did this. But obviously I'm going to take a lot less. You know,
just going to bite the ear
a little bit, a little tiny bit. Yeah, that's it.
You know what though? If you do it more often, you'll get used to it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So just like keep taking half, because you don't want to be like taking little pieces. You want to get a used to having it, what it feels like, you know.
I won't take it before the show anymore. I definitely promise you that.
We'll
replay this show to to remind you, just in case.
It's to be honest, it's all good with me. You know what I mean? Because me and Roberto don't come on here sober, bro.
No, but you know what I was thinking? I'm gonna play this back tomorrow. Like, oh my god, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yes, you will.
I think you're gonna want to take more next week.
Yeah, it's gonna be funny.
I will say this. I mean, I don't want to take too much. You know, like I said, I'll take half, but I don't think weed can. It's obviously can't kill you if you take too much, but you know.
No.
I would just be drooling. I would definitely be drooling if I had like 2 or 3 around.
You see that laughing stretch that you had? You would have still been doing that now.
My God.
You'd have been laughing, and then the next thing you know, you'd be like, man, I need to get some munchies, bro. I'm hungry. I need to get something to eat.
Yeah.
You know what? You're just saying that. They were talking about Whoppers in the chat. And I'm like, fuck, I would eat a Whopper right now.
Oh, they're talking about Whoppers? I missed the Whoppers? Yeah.
Well, you brought up Burger King.
Yeah.
I did?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. How I used to slave you. You don't remember?
Oh, shit. My bad.
Man, I remember that Burger King, man. Shit.
So what do you have to get off of your chest there, Mr. Anso?
Oh, man. For me, I really didn't have much, but I figured...
Sorry to put you on the spot.
No, it's fine. It's fine. What I was going to say is we'll talk about the curfew restrictions that are coming up. So supposedly the 28th, they're ending the curfew. Supposedly.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Huh? No, I know that's what they said, but they also gave this little, well, if the numbers keep going down like they say they're going to go down, then we're going to have the no mask and then the curfew, and then they started talking about festivals be able to start up again. And I'm like, I'm good. This is great. But didn't they do this last summer too?
It wasn't the same.
What do you mean?
In the States,
last summer wasn't the same. Last summer you weren't forced to wear masks.
There wasn't a curfew last summer.
And there wasn't a curfew at all.
No, but they closed everything back.
Yeah.
Because the numbers started spiking as soon as school started.
You see, this is what I'm saying. So is this what's going to happen again? You know what I mean? Because if they start to panic and be like, oh, no, the numbers went back up, we need to cut it down again and do this and that. And it's like, okay, well, this is the bullshit. Like, America's completely opened up now.
Because they have a certain amount of the population that's been vaccinated. That's why. And we haven't reached that number. And that's what they're saying. And when we hit 75%, then at that point, things are going to start being even more open wide.
But then that goes on to the question. It's like, is that kind of like trying to force people to do it so that you can get the shit open back up? It's like, hey, if we don't have 75% of the people that did the vaccination, guess what? We're not opening back up again. We're going to put the curfew back again. You know what I mean? And as much as I'm all for, doing certain things so that we can get rid of this virus, I think the curfew was pointless.
Who knows? Maybe you guys are right and we're wrong, and we're the idiots over here. Maybe.
No, I think it was pointless.
You might have.
You know what I mean? Because
I feel the same way because you heard my opinion last week.
Right, because here's why I say it's pointless. Because we got 9 o'clock or whatever, 8 o'clock, we're locked up in the house. But during the day, people in the park. You know what I mean? People are out doing this. We go to the supermarket. People are doing that. We go to the fucking supermarket. We go in the metro. People are doing what they got to do. You know what I mean? When I went to go see... No, not when I went to go see Spiral. I went uptown to go do something. I literally watched a girl walk into the shopping mall, Plaza Cotonage, with no mask on, walked right up to the elevator, took the elevator, went downstairs, no mask.
Yeah, because there's nobody monitoring.
Nobody. Yeah. So this is what I'm saying. So people are still kind of being careless. So if the numbers start to go back up, then what are they going to do? Okay, guys, sorry, we got to put another curfew on you guys.
Well,
it's like all those guys I saw at the basketball courts.
Up here,
at the parks, they don't wear masks when they're playing against each other. They just
nobody cares.
We're doing
last year as well. Like, listen, when I was coaching soccer last year, none of my girls were wearing masks.
I know, and again, those weren't the reasons why the numbers went back up. I say it's because of the schools. Once the schools opened back up, because I remember the terraces were open, restaurants were open. I was going downtown, I was chilling, numbers were staying normal. And then the minute they opened up the schools and shit, boom, numbers shot back up. So we got a few months before schools open back up again. But at the same time, like, I don't want to be fucking locked down for summer anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I don't think it's gonna happen because the majority of the population is gonna be vaccinated, and once that happens, they're gonna go down to herd immunity, meaning whoever got the shot got it, and the people that didn't get it and didn't want to get it, either they're gonna get sick or, they're gonna fight it, or they can get sick. And
well, that's a whole
how it is.
topic too. Is like they're not gonna be able to know who took the vaccination and who didn't take it. I mean, that's what we're going through here with. You don't have to wear a mask if you're vaccinated, but HIPAA law like actually is like, no, you can't ask me if I'm vaccinated or not.
Exactly. And I'm not sure if that's the same thing here, but I would think it would be. You know what I mean? That, like, what am I have to do? Walk with a fucking paper to show that I've been vaccinated everywhere I go?
You can have a vaccination card.
Jason, I don't know about yours, but I know the one that you had in Power, that I'm pretty sure he didn't give a shit. But I can say ours kind of did.
About
not
the virus?
Perfect.
No,
not perfect. Not perfect, but I have to say,
absolutely they did, right? And I'm saying, like, okay, fine, we had the restrictions, whatever. I think the lockdown was like where are the numbers to say that the lockdown actually was what the cause of the virus going down? You know what I mean?
Why hasn't anywhere else in the world has this lockdown, this curfew?
There was curfew. There was a curfew in Spain for a few
there was.
weeks.
Yeah.
And Italy as well. Because
but look how long ours is. We're talking months, man.
No.
Yeah.
Months. And they can't show us that the numbers have gone down because of it or gone up without it.
And even if they did, a lot of the numbers are fudged. You know what I mean? It's because you cannot tell me that ever since the COVID virus came that nobody has a flu case anymore. You know what I mean?
Categorizing as
COVID. Exactly.
Absolutely.
That's the thing. And that's fudging the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's absolutely fudging the numbers. So you could sit there and say, "Oh yeah, we had a bunch." Yeah, fudging.
You're saying fuck before.
Algorithm, man, protect yourself from YouTube.
Didn't you say that this channel's just like Storms? I don't think so.
No, I wasn't saying it to censor myself. It just happened to be the word I was using. You know what I mean? But yeah, they're fucking up the numbers then. You know, and this is the thing. So you want to give us fucked up numbers, but then you want to say, well, we're going to lock you down because the numbers are raising, and this is this and this is that. I'm like, So I'm happy that we're finally fucking getting our shit, taken away.
Well, look what's happening in Ontario. Why the fuck don't they have a curfew?
It's Ontario. They're like Americans.
No, because Ford is saying, why should we do it? How effective was it in Quebec?
They didn't have a curfew. They didn't have a curfew, but
they
Ontario,
they're locked down.
Yeah, they were locked down.
But that's okay.
Yeah, but they weren't even letting people travel from Montreal to Ontario.
No, they didn't. To be honest, Hanzo, at one point, they weren't allowing Quebecers to go anywhere in Canada.
Yeah, I know. I know. That's what I'm saying.
Quebecers. So,
only Quebecers, you're saying?
Only Quebecers. We weren't allowed in New Brunswick. We weren't allowed in Ontario. We weren't allowed to leave any borders surrounding Quebec. They didn't want us.
Yeah, because of our numbers were the highest at that point.
Now it's Ontario.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now it's Ontario. But that's what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
Look for the freaking thing, man.
No curfew, but we can't go anywhere. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I was talking about. It's like to the point where like if they literally said if only go outside if you need to go outside, But again, at the same time, it also is because the numbers are getting high, and I completely understand that. It's not like they're just saying, "Oh yeah, well fuck it, we're gonna lock it down just to lock it down." No, the numbers got high. They did the same thing here. Our numbers got high. I think the government is handling it. I won't say perfectly, but they're doing
I give them a D.
The
reason I give them a D is because they don't give us any explanations as to their tactics they're doing. They just do it.
Mm-hmm.
Do it, and that's it. You can't say nothing. Oh, you want to complain? We'll give you tickets.
Well, I didn't touch the second topic about that fucking government, so I'll leave that for another day.
I hear
Yeah.
you.
We can. Yeah, go ahead, Josh.
Yeah, we didn't have any curfews, and if you went outside anytime, nobody's going to arrest you, give you a ticket. I can't imagine having what you guys are going through. Sounds terrible.
Oh, that's why a lot of other panelists, when they talk about this whole thing, right? They bash Canada. They call it like communist and socialist and all this other shit. No, they do. They really think we have no freedoms up here. We're not allowed to have guns and stuff, so what kind of society do we live in?
No, I think you have more freedoms. Like you have.
Depends who you ask, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No.
I had the same conversation on Marquita's channel the other day. You know what I mean? Where it was like, oh, you guys in Canada are completely locked down, and I wouldn't want to live in Canada, this and that. And I said, no, it's not like that. You guys are reading way too much into it. But the minute I brought up the money they were giving us, that ended up all the argument right away.
Oh, yeah?
Well, yeah. That's my go-to. You can argue and you can fight and stuff, but I'm saying, okay, our government gave us $2,000 a month, or
they took care of us
a month. Yeah.
Wow.
And the businesses.
And businesses, absolutely.
As much as they could. Yeah.
That's good.
They made it easy to get your credit up. Like if you had a credit card, to get your credit limit higher. They made it easier to get loans for businesses if you need to. So on your house, absolutely.
Jason Lee, I said it. You're right. I've been telling all of my friends they're doing this to test the boundaries of control they could have over us. That's what I've been telling people.
Yeah,
that's my belief, at least.
Yeah.
No, you might be right. Yeah, you might be right. It's to say, like, okay, so if anything happens, we can tell everybody to lock down again, and they'll do it. Yep. You know what I mean? They won't revolt or anything like that. Yeah, it makes sense.
I mean, they can test their facial recognition technology with everybody with their masks, see how that works. They can have all.
It doesn't work that well. I can tell you, I work in the industry. It doesn't work that well.
Okay.
It's very flawed. It's very flawed. Yeah. Facial recognition with a mask.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
Gotcha. I'm pretty sure.
I hope that's not classified information, bro.
No, it's public information.
Okay, gotcha.
Well, with that being said, guys, we're going to close it up so we can jump over to our next stream. I do appreciate all you guys coming in today. Much appreciated. Jack Laws, thank you. Much appreciated. I don't remember seeing you before, though. You guys remember seeing Jack Laws before?
No. Welcome.
Jack's Law.
So once, I believe. No. Maybe not on our stream, though.
Yeah, well, if you're new to the channel, I do respect you to come in and watch it up. You came in the chat. You were very respectful and you reactive. That's the word I was looking for. So I do appreciate that. So we're gonna let these guys go through their channel one last time before we close it up. Roberto and chat, you know what to do. Cricket time.
Hold on, I just got to do a little update. Oh, you know what?
We can't really say the crickets anymore because he had a stream on his channel. So he can't really say the crickets anymore.
You know what? But I'm sad because I was just going to brag how I was up to 50 subs, but now I'm down to 49.
No, don't worry about that. YouTube does that all the time, bro.
Unbelievable. I had 60, now I'm down to 55 or whatever.
I made it up to 50 subs. I don't know if that one show helped, but I'm happy. And I'm waiting for some little clips to add on there too, so we can get a little more exposure.
I'll do this. I'll do this shit tonight.
Cool.
I'll do this.
So, hopefully, I'm gonna talk to my boys here and find out a good night to do my show, and I hope I launch it this week, man, or next week. I can say something about it because I got that backstage shit set up a bit.
Absolutely, that would be great. Next up, Gaishka.
Well, yes, guys, from the Basco Scenario, gaming clips, some reviews, some great shows on Chaos Central from starting from Mondays 9 p.m. on Chaotic Conversation, Tuesdays 9 p.m. Chaos List, Wednesdays right here at 9 p.m. for the Rule of Three, and right here at 10 p.m. on the O.O.C. Now we're going to head over 12:30 for the Game Changer. Hopefully it can change your game, or at least make you think about changing your game and working out That's what works best for you. So yeah, that's where you can find us.
Next up, Josh, talk to the people, sir.
Man, Movie Aficionados on Facebook and YouTube. Also now in ASMR. If you know what that is, I'm going to be working on doing regular reviews and ASMR reviews, and that's it. And O.O.C every Wednesday.
That is correct. Glad to have you on here. Mads is 6 away from 400, so guys, please.
I wish I could give them to you, Mads. Good luck with that.
Truth, the link is in the description box or everybody's channel up in there. You know what I mean? Mads Mama Bear channel. She has a mod, so she can put her channel in the chat for you guys. If you're not subbed to her, do appreciate it. We will be back next week with another. We will be back next week with another episode. Oh, Game Changers is on Rob's channel tonight. So, Jax, if you know Rob Storms, check him out. Just Google Robert Storms. It's a Parasite guy. Can't miss it. We'll be on there. We'll be on there later on tonight. But with that being said, guys, we are going to close it up. And again,
much love and respect. Peace.
I'm going to close it up with this intro that I love here. LDG made it. He also made us all for the Chaos Center ones, which are fires. So if you guys want any intros or something done, like you're doing your shows, want to get on YouTube,
I need some.
Check out this guy. We'll get you hooked up, brother. We'll get you hooked up. That being said, peace.